We're on another great Arizona motorcycle road, Salt River Canyon on US 60. Is this road worth riding 200 miles in 3 hours to get here? Absolutely. US 60 rides through Salt River Canyon, and it has a great number of twists and turns. This road actually goes right behind me and turns, and you cannot see all the turns, but that's representative of quite a few of them. Runs all the way down into the canyon and then comes up the other side of the canyon. And I've never even counted the number of turns. It actually goes way up that side of the hill. This road can be very busy. Early is your friend. I'm in one of the pullouts. There's pullouts on both sides of the canyon, so you can take a break, get some water, regroup. Maybe if you're into cameras and stuff, get your cameras back out and whatnot. However, it's actually a good place to wait out. Both sides are a good place to wait out traffic to get through, so you don't have folks right in front of you. This is a remote location. As far as I'm concerned, you're about 35 miles north of Globe. So when you get into Globe, you're going to take US 60 east and Arizona 77 right up here. It's about 35 miles from Globe, and it's about 60 miles from Show Low. So you're pretty far away from any kind of help. There's basically nothing here. That road up to and out of the canyon is gorgeous. So you're not riding super slab or anything like that. But it is remote. Bring tools. Make sure you have enough fuel when you leave either community. Make sure that you have communication. Your cell phone may not work. If you have a personal locator beacon, bring a personal locator beacon. It ain't going to cost you anything. And having had a flat tire out here with no way to get it repaired, I can tell you right now it sucks. So make sure you've got some way to communicate that there's other people with you if you're on a bike. But really, be prepared when you come out here. Bring something to eat with you, a snack or something like that. Just a backpack or a water bladder or something like that I would bring with you. But it is a great ride in and out, and we're going to go take this ride through the canyon. The southern parking lot or southern rest stop can be a pretty busy place. We're on the San Carlos Apache Indian Reservation, so you've got some Apache Nation citizens out here selling their wares, and truckers usually stop at one end or the other. I would definitely pack your patience. Don't get yourself hurt. And plan on enough time to do a few runs through the canyon. I think you're going to want to do that. Time of year is important. Both sides of the canyon, going to that 6,000 foot range, I'm thinking. Coming in here today, about 4 miles from the edge of the canyon, the temperature dropped off. Down in Globe, it was probably about 80 some degrees, and by the time I got, I was pretty cold, so it was mid 60s or so. And the closer you get to winter or springtime, you're going to want to use caution and remember that you could see some snow or ice up in those elevations, where down here it may feel like summertime. I believe the bottom of the canyon is about 3,000 feet or so. This is a experience level rider road, depending on how you're riding it, for sure. These corners can really sneak up on you. They're off-camber ones. There's declining radius, increasing radius, uphill, downhill, very tight corners. A few years ago there was a motor vlogger meetup, and I wasn't there, but they did lose one of the participants. He was getting a little racy, I guess, and he smacked into one of these canyon walls over here. As you get to the bottom, you see that bridge over there. Go into this rest area, you can climb down to the Salt River, and you can walk across the old bridge. That's a great stop. There's restrooms there. And if you are feeling pretty racy, be careful. This is patrolled not only by DPS or Arizona State Troopers, whichever you want to call them. It's also patrolled by the Apache Nation Police, and they are pretty much unforgiving, so you're going to get a ticket, and rightly so. I mean, they patrol this pretty heavy because people have done some silly things here, and I'm sure quite a few people have not gotten to get home afterwards. So you can ride this from the south to Phoenix, through the canyon, and then end up in Show Low, up in Arizona high country. That's a great ride. But today I'm going to probably going to give this a few runs, and I'm going to head back south through Phoenix. I live in western Arizona, and this is mostly this is what you would consider eastern Arizona. Absolutely gorgeous views, but definitely pay attention to the road. Maybe take a slow run to get the views if you want to. Wow, we made it through the whole canyon unencumbered. Plenty of places to get off, stop, and take pictures, selfies, Instagram photos. are going to get racy, I suggest a slow run through the canyon. It's not a racetrack, and nobody's looking for rock fall. Get an idea of the corners. Make sure you understand all that. The road is sometimes in good and in poor shape. Right now it's fair, but definitely cruise this road before you let loose. This is basically the north end of the canyon. Oh, north end of the canyon. Down below, that's the Salt River, and in the springtime or after a monsoon storm, you can actually hear, it's almost too loud way up here, and we're probably about 250, 300 feet above Salt River Canyon. It flows that fast. Be very careful on the edges up here. This is a pretty precipitous drop, and it would not be a fun tumble down there. We started on the far side, the south side of the canyon. You see that hump? There's a little hump of a hill there. That's where the road comes out of. That's the rest stop that we stopped at on the other side. We came right down, all the way down bottom, across the bridge, and then back up this side. So as you come into the canyon from the south, your ride in is high desert. Very pretty, very beautiful. This time of year, the monsoons are here. There is some rainfall, so it's a green Arizona, which is really something special to see if you're here during the June to September area and it has rained. It's definitely a great time to come up here and see this area. The north of here, over my shoulder, heading back into Show Low, is you'll end up in pine or alpine forest, so ponderosa pines. I think you drive by some red rock, and just a gorgeous ride all the way up to Show Low. And Show Low is kind of a neat little town too. You can get up there. If you hit breakfast in Superior or Globe, Miami, it'll probably be about lunchtime by the time you get done with the canyon and the ride all the way to the north. Probably a good place to stop for lunch, or vice versa if you went either way. It's a really nice ride. Take your time, enjoy the scenery. Like I said, if you're going to get racy, I'd do a couple of passes through here. See what you're dealing with, make sure there's no road debris, and you can, by doing that too, you can time your ride through to make sure that there's no traffic in front of you or limited traffic in front of you. You definitely don't want to pull out behind an RV or someone that's towing a trailer. All right, well, this is heading back south through the canyon towards Phoenix. From the bottom of the Salt River Canyon on US 60 in Arizona, thanks for watching another great Arizona motorcycle road. Thanks for watching. Please comment, subscribe, like, and share. Adios.